Let's try to expand on it and make it like rocket. Oh
shit! Cheers!
Rocket. Make it like
the party doesn't start till we come knocking. Mathie on the track and we'll make it like rocking. Bringing down the house with seaside slumber. CxDr will carry you asunder. So simple, even flame high can wait. Take me on helping. Shut down the portals for my swag and take it. Rock down the street with pinky pie. I'm a earth pony, but I'm flying high. You know my moves quick, clock down the block and never stop the top block. Clock, fucking. Lock boxes and the cops can't block us. Keep the railing wax off the unsorted fed blocks. We're fighting things with logs. I'm getting dirty with birdies and little bees. I'm just playing with my pinky, getting kinky on my knees. And this woman walks in, 3 sexy bears. In her lair, we're bare, you dare to stare, don't care. Cherry on top, a tree so sweet it'll make you teeth rock. So you want to pop us, still won't stop, no. Horse bitches fucking shake your flame. Sink to the bottom of the boost tube. We could take it lower for a new view. Let's take it down like we're gonna drown. Surround, pound the ground to make a rockin' sound. Don't fucking rock it. You know where it counts when you're down in my eyes. And I pound your little mouth. Your body is a paradise. But a quiet is a vagina, it's twice as nice. Twice as nice, that's a sugar and spice. Make a pretty pinky pony, cake with pies inside. Wicked like a sugar coating, drip down your cream. Then we can ride a moonbeam and have a rotten sweet dream, baby. You wanna be like me, a pipe dream, untimely, unparalleled by schemes. Make a disruptor to rupture your psyche.
And he just told me I want something rock, and I tried.
Tackle simple words, and this was inspired by A Stitch in Time and You Can Fight Fate.
I see friendly faces from time to time. Some days it's hard to even stand upright. Some days are better. I even go outside.
This was another collaboration between you and CxDr. So how did that spark between you two to work on the song together?
We've been hanging out for close to a year now, so there's a kind of unspoken agreement that we're gonna end up doing something together. But in this case, I had meant for Simple Words to be a duet, to actually have 2 different people sing different parts because there are 2 characters in the song. And I just thought Trex's singing style and delivery would fit his parts best, so I just hit him up and was like, hey, you want to sing in this thing I'm doing? And he was like, sure. And he did.
There's a huge contrast between your 2 vocal styles. You sing very low and melancholically, while he sings in a much more energetic and high form. Does that have anything to do with the 2 characters that you're each singing the parts of?
I wish it did, but if that were the case, then it would have to be the other way around and have Trex be Twilight, because I think her situation calls for a kind of wilder delivery. And that's something he keeps griping on about. Trex keeps saying, you will regret not having me be Twilight in the song. I wanted to be Twilight. But yeah, maybe we'll change it around if we ever get together and play it or something.
So what is the story that you're trying to tell through this song? Is it any specific moment within the fan fictions or just an overview?
No, yeah, there's a specific, well, it's not I don't think it's a moment, but it's a bit of a side aspect of the fan fiction. And by the way, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't read the fic, there's going to be spoilers. But yeah, basically, after Hard Reset, where Twilight gets trapped in this time loop because of a spell she casts and ends up caught in the middle of a changeling invasion, where she dies over and over and over and over while she figures out how to stop it and how to get out of the time loop. She ends up pretty badly damaged after all the horrible things she had to endure. And for the first few chapters, for the first chapter at least of the sequel, she's in a pretty bad state of mind. Well, and that's kind of the scene I was trying to portray, at least in the first part of the song. You know, Twilight being not completely there and just kind of being chased by the ghosts of the things that she saw and the things that she experienced. And little by little, her friends start putting her on the path towards being at least okay, you know, functional, good enough to go about her daily life. She still has some sequels, but she can live her life and just look forward to the next day and whatnot. And a little after that, Applejack, as part of Twilight's Friends program, program to get Twilight back on track. Applejack is in charge of getting Twilight dating again. So she sets up a date with this mayor, and they hit it off pretty well, actually. It's a bit awkward at first, and Twilight messes up really badly, but they hit it off and they get something special going on. And then more crazy stuff happens in the story, but Twilight always knows that she has this mayor to go back to. That's just kind of a regular person in the sense that she doesn't have any wild adventures, that she works in a flower stand, and that she acts as Twilight calls her grounding wire to the electromagnetic impulse that she calls her life. And I think that's just so romantic. But yeah, and I thought that was kind of cute, you know, and had a lot of weight for Twilight, even though it's not too much of a prominent thing in the story. But you know, just having her around for her in the middle of all the crazy things that were happening around her, just kind of really important to her, and that's what I was going for with the song.
Now, musically, can you talk about any influences that you've had with the arrangement of Simple Words?
Oh yeah, I'll tell you exactly which songs it was that I lifted stuff from. They were two songs by a band called Kent. They're a Swedish band, and I think the only reason why nobody calls me out on my bullshit is because I don't think too many people listen to them. But if you did, I'm sure you would be all up in my face being like, hey, you should probably try doing something original. But anyway, yeah, go listen to Kent. It's a song called Berg och Dalvana and a song called Allt har sin tid. Yeah, go look up those songs and you'll notice immediately what it was that I was trying to go for in the song.
You know, it's rather a hilarious trend that Solda is lifting from Sigur Rós and you're lifting from Kent. Cherax is lifting from Baths. So Great and Powerful lifting from Pogo.
Oh yeah.
But you each seem to make it your own in a really wonderful way.
I sure hope so. That's the only thing that would give me a little peace right now.